Tonight, another black eye for the Nueces County Medical Examiner's Office. Angry families are coming forward, questioning the manner in which the bodies of their loved ones were handled following their autopsies. Chris 6 Evening News anchor Pat Simon spoke with one of those grief-stricken families and their attorney. Tonight, Chris 6 Investigates hears their plea for justice for Napoleon.
There's nothing more joyous than a new baby born into this world.
We were excited. We were definitely excited.
This little one, Napoleon, was born November 8th, 2016. He would eventually join his two sisters, and boy, was he happy about that.
He was the sweetest baby. He was the calmest baby, so chill and relaxed, just a really easygoing baby.
Just had a lot of dreams that I put into him, you know what I mean? As far as what I hope him to become.
Everything seemingly was going perfectly fine for their family. Napoleon appeared to be healthy.
He was very strong for his age.
He had just started to hold his own bottle, so that was exciting to see.
But one morning in late March of the next year, Patrick remembers putting Napoleon down for a nap. And soon after, he noticed something seemed out of the ordinary.
He started to be discolored, and I picked him up and he was limp. His body went limp and things like that, so I immediately panicked. I ran outside to see if I could find somebody to help me, and luckily there's a neighbor next door. He came by and we started to do chest compressions, trying to resuscitate my son. By the time we got to the hospital, I already had contacted Olivia, let her know what was going on.
I was rushed up to this room with tens of 20 medical staff around my son. They were trying to revive him. It felt very short time that I was there before the doctor looked me in my eyes and took off his gloves, and I fell to the floor. I collapsed. And they told me that there was nothing that they could do. And he was pronounced gone at Driscoll Children's Hospital on March 29th, 2017.
Napoleon was just 4 months old. Initially, the family was told by the Nueces County Medical Examiner's Office that Napoleon died of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. Then Deputy M.E. Adele Shaker completed the official autopsy, showing the child died of bronchopneumonia. This is the same Adele Shaker who was arrested in April of this year, charged with 17 violations of the Texas Occupations Code. As a parent, it's tragic enough to lose such an adorable, vibrant, and happy baby. But right after the autopsy, when Olivia held her son every day for a week, that image of his head can only be described as horrific. His head was cut open from ear to ear and not stitched back up.
It was almost like they
mutilated and and almost like an experiment or something.
Well, yeah. My son was disfigured when we got him back. From him passing away.
To have an open casket service, the funeral home asked the family to bring a cap to cover Napoleon's head. It's been more than 5 years since their son's death, and watching our Chris 6 Investigate stories about questionable practices within the ME's office, Napoleon's angry and distraught parents finally decided to come forward.
It ate at me. I would see it and it would eat away at me and eat away at me and eat away at me. And as Napoleon's mother, I couldn't not do something. And so I reached out and I started to get memories of like, wait a second. This wasn't right. It wasn't right, what he did.
I was shocked.
Since Olivia and Patrick have come forward, their attorney, Ralph Rodriguez, tells me at least 28 other families have contacted him with similar stories, describing their loved ones' bodies that were not properly cared for by the ME's office.
I think we have a medical examiner office in this county that has been dysfunctional for years. They're number one. Those who were in charge of and tasked with hiring those officials at the medical examiner office are second.
Attorney Rodriguez says while no legal action is in the works just yet, he is gathering information now. He did not, however, rule out a possible civil lawsuit.
We're going to bring to light what the wrongdoing has occurred civilly, and we're going to let the chips fall where they may in terms of who's going to be responsible financially for it.
In the meantime, Olivia wears this locket with Napoleon's birthstone and some of his remains inside. It's a constant reminder of not only her precious son, but also her fight to get answers and justice for Napoleon.
I want to see accountability. I want to see somebody say, this was wrong, this wasn't right. You know, acknowledge what you did. He needs to acknowledge what he did to my son. He needs to tell me, just tell me why.
As for whether any criminal wrongdoing is involved here, Attorney Rodriguez says that he will leave that up to law enforcement who are already investigating the ME's office. Right now, he is asking the current ME to, quote, clean house, get new facilities, and hire competent personnel. We did reach out to the Nueces County Medical Examiner, Dr. Timothy Fagan, who has only been on the job for about a month now. He said, quote, we do have the morgue technicians sew up the bodies following autopsy prior to release to the funeral home. We do not autopsy all cases that are received at the office for a post-mortem exam. The circumstances surrounding the case help us choose what kind of post-mortem exam is required to assign a cause and manner of death. And Nueces County Attorney Jenny Dorsey had this to say, quote, Nueces County is very concerned with the care and investigation of deaths by its medical examiners. We have taken great lengths to listen to all concerns, and together with our new medical examiner, we will ensure that practices at the medical examiner's office are and continue to be the best for Nueces County residents. Of the many checks and balances to ensure dignity of the deceased and their families, we count on our community partners to report issues of which there were none, unquote. Attorney Rodriguez expects more families to come forward after they watch our story. We will stay on top of how he plans to pursue any kind of action against the ME's office and bring you updates.